wrestling insider gurus.
Wig. Wig. Guess what? We're here for WrestleMania 2026. It's WrestleMania weekend. It's here. Are you
Let's
excited?
go. Oh yeah. I am pumped.
Let's just jump into it.
Something's. Let's go for it. Let's go for it.
Yeah, let's just jump into. We're going
Let's
to start with night one, then we're going to do night two. Man, we're doing it all. We're doing it
all of
all.
it. Let's just throw in going random. Becky
Whoa.
Lynch versus AJ Lee. Now this one I'm
Hmm.
excited about. This one's going to be really cool. I think there. I don't want to say there's an obvious winner here, but I think I know who should be the winner here. AJ Lee. This is WrestleMania, and she's been in it for a few months now, and this is her third match in how many months that she's been on the roster now.
Yeah.
She hasn't had very many matches.
Uh-uh.
So I don't know if she's gonna want to be full time after WrestleMania, or if she's just gonna go back into soft retirement
Hmm.
after WrestleMania. Either way, I think Becky Lynch should win. She's fantastic as a heel, and it's weird that like AJ Lee has just had her number over the past few matches. I don't think Becky has a single win on her
No.
so far during this whole feud. I think she needs a win. I mean, it's been two or three wins for AJ Lee now, nothing for Becky. So why would they even be doing this if Becky's not going to win? I think this one's somewhat obvious as to who should be winning here, but maybe I'm wrong. What do you think?
Well, she sure should, because
Yeah,
AJ Lee's won all of them.
Hmm.
She has. Are
yeah,
they just going to have her
yeah.
win one more time and just kind of put an exclamation point on it all and say,
I hope not.
yeah, she can't beat AJ Lee. Period. End of story.
Right.
That's it. I don't think so. I think Becky gets it back here. We kind of thought this was going to be the opposite, where Becky won and then they were going to give it to AJ Lee at WrestleMania. Um, but I think that has been reversed. I think this is Becky. It should be Becky. I hope it's Becky. It's time
Yeah.
for her to have that belt back again. I don't like her without the belt now. She deserves that belt. She's the best villain on the roster. Give her
Yeah.
something to play with. I think it's Becky. She should win.
Yeah.
This will be a lot of fun. Becky's matches are always fun.
Yeah. And she's the best wrestler on the roster. And I mean, not only do I say it, Sports Illustrated says it as
Yeah,
well.
Bleacher
So
Report says it. Everybody says it.
yeah.
So,
Yeah. So
so we're in
all right. And
agreement right off
now
the bat.
we are right off the bat, we're on the same pace here.
We both like
Let's
Becky
go.
Lynch to win
Yeah. Let's
over AJ
let's go
Lee.
for another one that's maybe not as obvious. Maybe it is to you. I don't think it's as obvious. We're gonna do Liv Morgan and Stephanie Bakair. What do you think about this one?
Yeah, this is one of the tougher ones. There's a lot of them that I'm pretty confident about. This
Yeah.
one, it's not quite 50-50. It's probably a 60-40. They've really built this up nicely. Um, really, really nicely. I mean, the last few weeks, you're kind of like, yeah, I want to see these girls get at it. Had a
Yeah.
real nice Monday Night Raw final promo where Liv basically went insane,
Yeah, that
pure,
was cool.
pure lunatic. Um, I don't know about that music video, but her her
We don't
lunatic
talk about that.
her lunatic phase was wonderful. Yeah, crazy Liv. Should be a lot of fun. These two should make for a real nice match, I think. And but I think this goes Liv. I think they're ready to change this. I'm going with Liv Morgan. Yeah, I think they're ready for a change. Stephanie's held this for a bit now. I think they're ready to take that off of her, and yeah, we'll see what happens with Liv after she gets the belt back. But yeah, I'm like maybe a 65-35 on Liv.
Okay. Um, I was thinking Liv might win. I was thinking that Stephanie McCare's had the title for a while. They might want to change hands, and then I started thinking, well, that would
Uh-oh.
be that would be the case if it wasn't for Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez being part of the bit of the few, a bit of how Liv got in the position she's at in the first place. I mean, remember to get here, she had to eliminate Raquel from the Royal Rumble. I don't know if that's something that she's forgotten or if she's
Mm.
has in the back of her head. I'm hope maybe she and hey, they just got rid of Dom, who is the one who got Roxanne Perez into the Judgment Day, and before Liv decided to, or Stephanie decided to elbow Liv in the back of the head and create the biggest goose egg I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, that was ugly.
Um, they
Those
were
poor
about
girls.
to she was about to talk to Roxanne about Finn leaving and why they had to do it, and they never really concluded that. That might be
Mm.
something that they conclude at WrestleMania. I don't know.
Mm.
So that's my thinking, and it's WrestleMania. If there's going to be turns, there's going to be them at WrestleMania. So I was thinking Liv until I thought there may be more of a reason to just have them turn on Liv and have Stephanie retain. So I think I think right now, as it stands, I'm slightly leaning towards Stephanie retaining. And then they could make a Raquel feud if they want to, a Dom and Liv versus Finn and Roxanne Perez. They could do so many like intergender tag matches, whatever they want to do. They got a bunch of options, but I think that would be fun. I think that'd be a cool path to go down. I think I'm gonna say Stephanie retains here due to shenanigans.
Hmm. Now you've
Oh,
got me rethinking my pick. I'll tell you what, this is what should happen.
yeah.
This should happen. Raquel and Roxanne going with Finn.
Hmm.
That would be interesting. I'm going to stick with my pick, but I hope you're right that
Yep.
there's shenanigans. I think there might be shenanigans in the other match that involves a Judgment Day member. I think that's where these changes might
Maybe.
happen. I think it might be that match instead of this match. I'm sticking with Liv.
Okay, cool. So we're 1 for 1 or 1 for 2.
We've
We're, you
disagreed
know what I
to
mean.
win. Yeah.
That's right. All right, now we're gonna go on to another match. How about this one? How
Ah,
about
Gunther and Seth
Gunther
Rollins.
and Seth Rollins? This is a weird matchup. They kind of just threw together out of nowhere, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
This one is a this one's difficult to predict, I think. I did start thinking about it um, in terms of where they would go after this match. Gunther has some kind of deal he's trying to make with
Mm.
with Heyman for something, and I think I know where they're going with that. I think a lot of people are speculating that
Hmm.
his thing he's going to be owed is to be Brock Lesnar's last match because he's basically the retirement guy
Hmm.
who's just beating them left to right. Um, and if that's the case, I don't know if Gunther could go into a Brock Lesnar match loss. I mean, he could, but it would just be so more. Uh, the tension would be higher if it was Gunther would seem more of like a threat, like a somebody that could stand up to Brock Lesnar if he were to beat Seth Rollins. And Seth Rollins, he's just coming back, so he kind of needs a win too. He hasn't had a match in God, I don't even know how long. So I don't know. This could go either way. But for right now, the whole Heyman thing, Brock Lesnar thing, and who knows? Maybe it's not a Brock Lesnar thing. Maybe the thing he owes him is we're gonna see at WrestleMania. Maybe that's how
Mm.
he wins. I have no idea. Maybe Braun Breaker comes back and spears Seth, and that's how he wins. And then either way, I'm gonna say Gunther. What are your thoughts on this match?
I'm very confident with the winner of this match.
Oh, okay.
And I think you just said what's going to
All
happen. And I think it's pretty
right.
clear. Seth is going to be close to beating Gunther.
Mhm.
Braun Breaker shows up, spears him. Gunther gets the win. That seems
Yeah.
pretty obvious to me. Very obvious to me. I'm very
Yeah.
confident on this. Yeah, Gunther's going to win this one. And then, it doesn't hurt Seth. He loses because of Braun, and then we're set up for Braun and Seth, which is what I think they wanted all along.
Yeah.
But this is going to be fun. This did come out of nowhere, but I don't really care because they match up nicely. It's going to be a good match. It's two of the best wrestlers that they have. So I don't care what the reason is. Get them in there. This is going to be fun.
I
This
agree.
is going to be this is um, a real kind of like a quiet dark horse match that a lot of people aren't talking about. That at the end of the night, a lot of people might be saying, "Oh, that was the best match of the whole night." Wouldn't be shocked. Wouldn't be shocked
Yeah,
if this winds up
I
being
agree.
the match of the night.
Yeah, I agree. If there were two people that were going to throw together randomly with barely any backstory, I'm glad it's them. It
Go
makes
for it.
sense. It would be great. All right, all right. Well, what do you think about this match? We're going Jacob Fatu and Drew McIntyre. What are your thoughts on this one?
This is a tough one.
Yeah.
For me, this is the 50-50. I'm really not sure. I'm not sure what they're going to do with this. Um, Drew usually loses these matches. That's kind of the
Yeah,
thing. He's the villain. They get him in a big match and he loses.
yeah.
Um, but here's the elephant in the room regarding this one. Somebody last year knocked Jacob Fatu's teeth out. Remember that?
I
Laying
do.
on the floor with his teeth out.
And
And
it was assumed that it was Drew.
Drew made a big thing multiple times saying, "Hey, it wasn't me." I would say it was me. It wasn't me.
True.
And every now and then, the last couple weeks, somebody mentions that. Oh, the guy who knocked your teeth out last, it's been people keep mentioning it. And they keep
True.
mentioning it, I think, for a reason. I think we're going to find out who knocked his teeth out last year in this match. And because of that, I'm going to go with Drew. I think that's what winds up being the difference here. It's a unsanctioned match. It's
Yeah.
unsanctioned. It's the
Yeah.
unsanctioned match, and so anything could happen. So I think whoever really knocked his teeth out comes back, puts him out, and Drew wins. And I
It's
think
a
this I think this is going to be a blast. This is going to be fun.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this is
this
going
is
to be
going
a
to be a
fun
good one.
match. Yeah,
Yeah. It's weird that they have it as unsanctioned. I don't know
stupid.
why they do. Is that just like so they could do a no holds barred, no disqualification, anything goes kind of
It's
thing?
just another
Because
way
then
to
why
say
not?
no disqualification.
Yeah, why not make it a
It's-
street fight? I mean, granted, the last unsanctioned match that we saw with who was it, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, that was awesome. I
yeah,
loved that match.
yeah.
Um,
Oh,
that was a really
it'll
good
be a
one.
blast. Yeah, this is going to be a
Yeah,
blast. Yeah, this
yeah.
is going to be fun.
I never thought I haven't thought about that yet. So before, I'm glad I let you go first on this one. Before I was thinking Jacob Fatu may win because I was like, well, I mean, he's the face here.
Hmm.
And that's it's just such a toss up for me. I was just like, well,
Yeah,
they might just have Fatu win just because he's the face.
yeah,
But that makes so much sense now if because they do keep bringing up
yeah.
the how he got his teeth knocked out and stuff. So
They could
I
they
think
could
he
have
complete.
easily just let
Yeah,
that slide. If they wanted to be done with that, they could have just stopped
true.
mentioning that a long time ago, and nobody would
Yep.
even remember. They keep making a point to mention it.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. Okay. Yeah, I think. Yep. I think you officially changed my mind. I was going to say Fatu. Scratch that. I'm saying Drew McIntyre. I
All
think that's
right.
exactly what's going to happen. And I think that's what should happen.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I think
We
that'll be
need we
fun.
need to be working for WWE, guys.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, let's see. Let's jump into another one. Let's jump into the tag team match with the BFT and the YEETs versus Logan Paul and ISHO Speed and Austin Theory. This one should be pretty fun. This guy, I don't know. He's been
What
kind
the?
of entertaining throughout the past few weeks. His segments with Danhausen and like things being him being cursed and stuff. I like that. I enjoyed it. It was funny. But what he's doing off facing against Jey Uso, Jimmy Uso, and LA Knight, I have no idea. I think it's kind of obvious that Danhausen's curse is still upon him, and I'm sure he's going to be the one to get pinned if that team does lose. Um, will they lose? Probably. I'm thinking Jimmy and Jay at WrestleMania. That's going to be a pretty big pop. And I think they'll win. I think they'll win. I don't think Logan Paul or Extra Speed are gonna take this one. I hope Danhausen comes out and something weird happens. I think that would be pretty funny. Maybe Danhausen removes the curse and then curses somebody else. Maybe the ref gets cursed again, loses a leg like he almost did, or lost an arm injury. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, I'm gonna go the Usos and the Knight for the win here. What do you think?
I'm not sure.
Yeah,
This one, I don't know where the hell they're going with this.
yeah.
I don't know why this happened. Um, I mean, I guess they wanted to make sure LA Knight was in there on WrestleMania at some point, and they're like, "Well, let's have fun
Yes.
with the third guy for the Vision. Let's just have some fun there." And they bring
Yeah.
in Speed. I mean, I don't know where they're going with this. Is this just a match? Is this just kind of a? I think this is just kind of a match. I don't think there's going to
Yeah.
be too much of a storyline here or anything. I think this is probably a lead up to the Usos and the Vision having the tag team title rematch at Backlash. Um, in order for
You think
that
it's
to
just a
happen, the
filler match
Usos.
to throw some
I,
celebrity in there?
I think so. I really, this is probably the match that I'm least looking forward to out of both
Okay.
days. Um,
Yeah.
not that I think it'll be bad. It's just, it just seems mm,
Yeah.
so average to me. Uh, I guess I'll go with the Usos and LA Knight. I just don't have much excitement for this one, but hey, maybe they'll put on a real fun match. Fingers
Maybe.
crossed, because
Maybe.
uh, yeah, maybe this will be a fun. Maybe this will be the dark horse match. It won't be.
Yeah.
Hopefully it'll be fun. Yeah, hopefully it'll be fun. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with you, Usos and LA Knight. I think that gets them over to the backlash match a little more clearly, if that
That
makes
makes sense.
yeah.
Yep. All right. Let's get down to our next match. The
Whoa. A
what the
whole bunch of women.
four-way tag? We like women.
We like women. Look at all them
We
women.
like them.
Look at all them women.
Four-way tag match between Alexa and Charlotte and Bailey and the Bird Girl, the Bellas, and Nia Jax and Lash Legend. What do you think about this one?
I'll tell you what pisses me off about this match,
Uh-oh.
that it's not a ladder match.
Oh, yeah,
It should be a ladder match. What the hell?
yeah.
You can
That
have
pisses
two
me off
ladder
about every match.
matches. They have the other ladder match on Sunday. They can have this be a ladder match. Why didn't they have this be a ladder match? This should be a ladder match. This should
Yeah,
be a
I
ladder
agree.
match. It'd be the best.
That
It'll
would
be
be
the
fun.
best match of the whole night if this were a ladder match. Instead, they
I
just
agree.
go basic fatal four way. So that's why I'm pissed.
Yeah, it's understandable.
I still think this is going to be pretty damn entertaining, because all of these women know what they're doing. All of
Yeah.
these women are pros. They know what they're doing. It's going to make for a good match. I think some people have been dogging this match and just kind of pushing it to the side. I think this is going to be a lot of fun. It would be a lot funner if they threw a ladder in there, but I don't know why. I don't know why they're not. This is a no-brainer ladder match. Damn it. But I still think this is going to be a lot of fun. I do. It's going to be crazy. And that's the other thing with tag team. When you tag team fatal four ways like this, they just get a little confusing because there's so many people there and everything. When you throw a ladder in there, it just kind of the chaos, you embrace that chaos. You don't care about the confusion. You embrace it. You love it. You love it.
Sure.
So anyhow, that's my rant about it. It should be a ladder match, but I still think it'll be fun. I still think these ladies are going to show up and have a good time, and I think I think they're giving this one to Bailey and
Oh, do
Lyra
you?
Valkyria. Yes, I do. They're going to make up to her for screwing her out of last year's WrestleMania and for screwing her with everything else lately. They keep having her lose. They completely abandoned her split personality. I mean,
Oh, they did, didn't
they're
they?
just
Yeah.
dropping her by the wayside. I think they're going to make up to her and um, let her and Lyra win this thing. They're going to be the new champs. That's what I think.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, that seems on track with WWE. The worse they think you are, the more title shots they give you. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. But I think I don't think it's going to be Bailey and Lyra. Maybe it
Up,
is.
up.
I think Bailey and Lyra are probably the least likely to get a win here. I think it's either going to be. I think either. um, Nia Jax and Lash Legend are going to retain, or the belts are going on the Bella Twins. Now, I wouldn't like to see the belts on the Bella Twins. I would rather Nia Jax and Lash Legend retain. I think they're a good tag team. But something tells me something's going to happen. Either Charlotte and Alexa are going to get into it, and that's going to cause them to match, and one of these two bottom teams are going to take advantage, or Bailey's split personality is going to come back, and that's going to cause them to match, and then somebody else is going to take it. I see something weird happening here in this match, but maybe not. Maybe it's just a good, clean match, and Bailey and Lyra do get the win. It's kind of a toss up for me between everybody but Bailey and Lyra, though. So I'm going to stick with the tag champions as of now, Nia Jax and Lash Legend, until I am convinced otherwise.
My number two would be the Bellas.
Oh,
I
okay.
won't be at all surprised if it's the Bellas.
I wouldn't either. Yeah.
The one I think is least likely, and it's not merited, but it's just the way I'm thinking is Alexa and Charlotte. I just don't think they're going to win.
Yeah.
Not that
Oh,
they
okay.
shouldn't. We already know they do fine, but
Yeah.
I'm
I think they've had
I'm
their
actually
time.
fine with any of them winning except for the Bellas. I prefer for anybody to win but the
Me too.
Bellas.
Me
But
too, but I think there's a good chance they
oh, I think
might.
there's a real good chance.
Yeah.
Real good chance. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. All right. Well, that is every match except for one.
What?
And we are heading into the main event of this night with Randy Orton
Ooh.
and Cody Rhodes. You can ignore
Oh.
this. Ignore this right here. Randy Orton
Ignore
versus
what?
Cody
What
Rhodes.
is that?
Oh, nothing. Nothing. It's just a smudge with
Oh.
glasses.
What?
It's no big deal.
Oh, is that Pat McAfee?
No, no,
Ah,
no. Just
what
ignore
the hell?
that.
Michael, what the hell are they thinking?
I know. I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
This has gotta be a work.
Maybe.
This has gotta be a work.
Well, what would you
This
think?
leads
What do
to
you think?
something else. I don't buy it. This isn't it.
You don't really? You don't think this is it? They love to throw
No.
celebrities in WrestleMania. Look at Travis Scott. You think that was for something else? It wasn't, unfortunately.
I mean, they can't be this
Oh.
stupid. They openly have all of the wrestlers dissing this. I mean,
Did
dissing
they do?
this
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
openly. Cody, just today, I saw a video of him saying this is one of the worst decisions in wrestling history. He put it up there. He put it up
Oh,
there with the gobbledygook guy. And what was that?
oh,
You remember that
nice.
guy that came out of the egg?
Oh, good Lord.
Yeah, that
Yeah, yeah.
he put it up with
Okay.
that. He put it up with the shocker, although he said at least that
Oh,
was funny.
that was funny at least. Yeah.
And yeah, so he just said that today. So I don't think they would be having these guys say stuff like that if this wasn't part of something else. I think Pat McAfee's
Hey,
just the beginning. If this is just Pat McAfee and that really is all they're doing, then it really is the stupidest ass thing that they could
yeah,
have done. It really is. I don't like Pat McAfee. I don't like him as an
Right.
announcer. I always thought, I always looked forward to him leaving as an announcer because Corey Graves is so much
Uh,
better than him. Oh
he's
my,
good.
he is so much better. I don't think Pat McAfee is a good wrestling announcer. I don't. And I never liked him on the show. I just didn't. I think it's ridiculous that they have him wrestle on occasion. I still think it's so stupid that they had him competitive with Gunther. That was one of the stupidest things
Oh
ever.
yeah,
Oh
I
my
forgot about
gosh.
that.
So I don't know who he's got pictures of or what the deal is here. He's clearly got pictures of somebody in a very compromising position because why the hell else are they doing this? It's the stupidest thing. I mean, this is stupid and everybody
Yeah.
hates it. Everybody hates it and they hate it so much. It's just, I think this is a work. I think it's a work and I think they have everybody eating out of their hands. And if they do, and this turns out to be a big surprise and a big shock, good on them. But my gosh, if this is it, if this is all it winds up being, what a distraction. At the very least, what a distraction from a good match.
What would be the scenario that makes this work worth it, you think? What would they have to do? What could they do?
I don't know that it's going to work, but I think there's more to it. Yeah. I'm not saying it's going to work,
I don't
but
know what else this would be for. I don't know
I think somebody else
that
is
would make it
involved.
work.
Somebody else is involved.
Well, we know Jelly Roll is probably going to be involved.
Yeah, but I think somebody bigger. I know some people have said
Right.
The Rock, and The Rock has officially said
Oh,
no, not
mhm.
me. The Rock has made a point to say, "Oh no, I'm never coming back." Blah blah blah. Yeah, okay, how convenient. Yeah, he kind of
Yeah.
ripped it. He's like, "I'm never going back." The crowd was mean to me, and he said stuff like that. Like recently, like in the last week, he has said
Oh, all
he didn't
right.
like the way the crowd treated him and stuff, and he's not interested in being part of it again. Makes me think he's probably going to be part of it. Or Kevin Owens, maybe Kevin Owens, or
Maybe.
somebody else from Cody's past. Somebody else is really behind. Somebody else is the wizard here, and Pat McAfee is just a flying monkey.
Well, they could have done that without Pat McAfee. They could have brought Kevin Owens in. It would have been great.
They could have
That's
brought in a
all they
much
need.
better flying monkey.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if you've heard, but I mean, one of the heads of TKO is Pat McAfee's agent. He kind of
Right.
just, they're thinking he just got shoehorned into this match, basically.
Although
Um,
I just think all that information coming out is very convenient.
yeah.
So you've got all that information coming out. You got all the wrestlers bitching about it openly. I mean, I just don't think they would be letting them bitch about it openly if this wasn't a work. I think they would be like,
Yeah,
all right, guys, we know you're not happy about it. Just bite your tongue. We'll get through this. I think that would
maybe.
be, if this were real, I think that's what would be happening. I think there's more to it. I think there's more to it. And if there's not more to it, how stupid.
That might be just damage control. They might be like, whoa, people hated this. We need to make it look like, we're on their side. Let's get some people talking
Perhaps.
about
If they
this.
were going to do that, they could have kicked McAfee. I mean, my thinking is if this was just McAfee, they could have
Yeah.
kicked him. They could have kicked him to the curb. They could have just had Cody come out last week, kick his ass, throw him out of the ring, and then say, "Hey, Randy, we don't need this. This is me and you. Let's do it." And everybody would have
Yes.
cheered. Everybody would have been happy, and we'd be good. But they didn't do that. They doubled down. They doubled down. I think they have
Oh,
a longer plan here. I don't know what it is, and I'm not saying it's going to be good,
maybe.
but I think it's something. And I don't think there's any way Cody wins this. I think Randy's going to win this.
I think so too, especially if they keep Pat out there. But who knows? Maybe Randy will go out there with Pat McAfee. Cody Rhodes will go out there with Jelly Roll, and the first thing that happens before the bell even rings is Jelly Roll runs off Pat McAfee, and it's just Cody and Randy by themselves. That's probably the best case
That's
scenario.
our best case
No,
scenario. If there's not something real fun attached to this, yes.
right? Exactly. Yeah. But anyway, other than that.
I
I'm
just
hearing
I
Randy
just
is your
bitched and
pick.
moaned
Is
for
that
like
what's?
5 minutes there. Sorry, but
Oh, you're okay.
you
So
go for
Randy's
it.
your pick. Is that why?
I'm going with Randy. I just don't see with all that's going on here, that everything that they've created here, I just don't see a Cody win here. I think they have a longer game here, and it requires Randy to win.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, we're in the same boat. I mean, especially for it being the main event at a night of WrestleMania, to not switch champions. I mean, it would seem pretty lackluster, but maybe not. I mean, unless something crazy goes on, unless, Cody just makes, busts up Pat McAfee, just starts bleeding. That'd be a nice closer. No, but really, I think they're on the right. I think you're on the right track. Randy's probably going to win and get his 15th uh, world championship. Um, as for Pat McAfee, I don't know where they're going. I don't know where they're going with this. Maybe it is a work. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's just like everybody loves Pat. Let's throw him in there. Everybody obviously wanted that Gunther match. That's why we did it. No work behind that. So who knows? I mean, it's WWE. But yeah. Anyway, they're going Randy. No matter how you slice it, I think Randy's going to win either way.
All right,
No Pat McAfee. Pat McAfee. So there you go.
that's what we
That was
think.
night one.
That is night one. Now we move on.
Night two.
Night
That's
two.
right. Night two.
What
What do we got
happens
for
on night
night
two?
two?
They have
Well, you know
thir-
what?
they have
What?
6 matches scheduled.
That's correct. As of right now, as of this current moment, they do.
They have
Um,
conveniently left off one match. Do you think it's going to stay at 6 matches, or do you think there will be a seventh?
they could stay at six. I could see it staying at six. Just because maybe some of the matches are going to be pretty long. I know the ladder match might be pretty long. The
Probably.
main event of WrestleMania probably we have some crazy nonsense going on that might extend that match a little bit. So they might want to make sure it's not rushed. Maybe just keep 6 matches in there. Just keep it safe, maybe the time constraint anyway. I don't know. We'll see.
Well, they have announced the ladder match and Obafemi Brock Lesnar on either ESPN or ESPN2 for the first hour. So those are probably going to
Right.
be both of those are going to consist of an hour together.
Wow.
So
Okay.
who knows? I think, you want to hear what I think?
Yeah, go for
There's
it.
there's going to be a surprise match the day of. They're leaving this open for some kind of surprise impromptu match
All
that
right.
takes place during. I think that's what this is about. I think there's going to be 7 matches. Um, I know everybody, and it might just be Io, Asuka, and they're kind of waiting to do that to rather than announce that, have that unfold some other way. I kind of think that's what's going to happen. I think there's going to be a seventh match, and it's going to somehow be like an impromptu kind of a deal or something that they don't want to announce. They just want it to be in the moment. But we'll see.
Yeah.
That's my idea.
Yep. I agree. Well, I guess we should just jump right in, huh?
Let's jump in.
Let's go for it. Now, I think we should start off with the most predictable match of the entire weekend. Um, Demon Finn Balor and Dominic Mysterio. Um, I think this one's pretty obvious because I mean, it's Demon Finn Balor. Like, if Demon Finn Balor comes back and loses, what's that mean for Finn? Is he just gone? Is he gone forever?
Wouldn't that be funny? They just have him
That'd
come
be
back as the
horrible.
demon and he just loses.
He just
That's
loses. That'd be
it.
awful. That would be awful. Yeah, I think they messed up by advertising the Demon Finn Balor. I think it should have been a surprise. I think that would have been crazy cool. That would have got the best pop.
What were they
Maybe
thinking?
they're in selling tickets mode right now because they are low on ticket sales. Who knows why? But yeah, I think that's the majority of it. They're just trying to get people to watch it instead of, trying to surprise everybody, give them good
Hmm.
pops. I don't know. It's unfortunate. I really wish they would have just waited because I thought Demon Finn Balor was coming at the Royal Rumble. I thought he was coming
Yeah,
after that. I mean, there's so many times I was like, Demon Finn Balor is going to come back, and if he would have saved it for this, I'd been like, he's probably not coming back. I thought he was coming back a bunch of times ago, and he
yeah,
wasn't. He really actually could have surprised us, but oh well. But yeah, this is obvious. I don't even have to talk about it that much. Demon
no,
Finn Balor's got to win this. What do you think?
obviously. They're not bringing the demon back to lose.
Yeah, no.
I mean, that would be the stupidest thing they could do. Is
Yeah,
all this
agreed.
thing, the demon's back, and he just gets pinned by Dominic Mysterio.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Why? And it's such a shame that they're announcing this ahead of time. What a missed opportunity. That
That's
sucks.
awful.
Oh,
That's
that
awful.
sucks. That
Yeah,
sucks. I mean, what a bummer. I mean, I think a lot of us saw this coming, but come on, let it happen. Let this thing
right.
play out. But they got to do this, I guess, and hoping, oh, let's just let them know it's going to be the demon, so maybe we'll get more tickets. I
Yep,
mean, really?
yep,
Come on, that's so stupid. What a
yeah.
joke. That's annoying. That kind of a stupid decision annoys me.
I hate that. I hate it.
But it's
I hate
clear. Yeah, you're right. This is the most obvious. There's no
it.
way they're bringing the demon back to lose.
There's no way. He would just Finn Balor would lose all credibility. He
That
would
would be
just
it. The
yeah.
only the only way they're having the demon come back to lose is if this is Finn Balor's last match. He's retiring after this,
Right.
and
Yeah.
they're just
Right.
gonna go ahead and have him lose and
Maybe.
and got to play the demon one more time. But if they were doing that, he'd be wrestling Gunther. So this isn't his last match. There's no way
True.
he's
True.
losing. This is
That's true.
this is the demon. Yeah, we don't need to talk about this anymore.
No. Yeah. So we're on the same page right away, as we should be.
Clearly.
Um, Now for the next match. What about the women's championship between Jade Cargill and Rhea Ripley? What do you think about
Well,
this one?
well, everything screams Rhea, doesn't
Mm-hmm.
it? I mean, Rhea's got to win this.
Think so?
Yeah, she hasn't had the belt in a while. I think she's just going to win this. I don't think there's going to be a whole, I think everything's. I thought they were going to have Rhea versus Io for WrestleMania.
Yeah.
I think they should have. That was a miss. That would have been huge. Um, they're leading toward that, but it's probably going to be a SummerSlam now. So
Yeah.
in order for all that to happen, one of them has to have the belt. I don't really think there's going to be much surprise here. I think this is just a match. I don't think there's too much of a surprise unless the EO secret match derives from this. If this is like one of the, we know it's not going to be the first or second match of the day, but if it's the third and EO gets involved somehow and Asuka comes out, it could it could kind of create that secret seventh match. But I don't know. Regardless, I think Rhea wins.
Okay.
Is there
So
any
you think,
chance, Michael, is there any chance Jade Cargill wins this match?
yeah, I think I'm leaning towards Jade actually for winning this match.
Why?
I had so first of all, the buildup has been kind of weird with this one. I like that Jade Cargill has surrounded herself with Michin and BFAB. I don't know what they were thinking there. They're like, mid Carters at best, and for Jade to be this huge powerhouse, unstoppable force. I don't know why that's the team she would build. It just kind of brings her down a little. And that's what you don't need when you're going up against Rhea Ripley to make a compelling story. But aside from that, I do like Jade when she's a solo competitor, not teamed up. And she's been dressing like Seth Rollins lately. I don't know. It's been weird. Um, but regardless, I think there's a lot more that they could do with Jade Cargill as champion. I mean, hopefully Bianca comes back sometime soon. And I know Jade doesn't need the championship to
Mm-mm.
face Bianca, but it would be pretty cool to see that as a championship match because she won the Elimination Chamber last year. She should get a shot for the title. I don't remember if she did or
She
didn't
did.
get
She
that.
She
What was
she
who's that against?
she won elimination chamber and then
Right.
lost the triple threat match with Io
What
and
was
Rhea.
a triple threat? That's
Yeah.
right. That's right. Yeah, she never got her singles match for the for
Mm-mm.
the championship after that. So I think it would be really cool if it was Jade Cargill versus Bianca for the championship, and that'd be a neat route to go down. And especially how they tried to do the how Gunther was teasing Jey Uso at the last year's build up to WrestleMania by attacking his brother. They kind of did that angle here with Io, like how Jade was attacking Io and Rhea
Hmm.
was like being held back and all that stuff, and that was pretty cool. But I think they might. If Jade is going to win, I think they're going to play into that again here. And I think that's why Io might not have a match at WrestleMania. I think they're going to bring Io out or show a glimpse into the backstage where Io's down and bloody and Rhea's going to get distracted or run out or something's going to happen where Jade's going to retain and it's not going to be a technically clean match. I think that's what they're going to do. But I don't know. I don't know. I could be wrong. Maybe Rhea might win here. Um, and I'm 50-50. I was leaning towards Jade. Now I'm kind of leaning. I'm kind of. I don't know. I'm talking myself out of it now. Yeah, I'm in my head about it. But I'm gonna stick with Jade for now.
Okay.
We'll see. We'll see what happens. SmackDown.
But
So
we do both agree that Io is going to be involved in some way.
yeah, some way. We'll see. We'll see how. All right, and let's go on to the next, which is Sami Zayn versus Trick Willie uh, for the
Hmm.
uh, for the championship there. This one's interesting. I really wish it was Carmelo versus Trick Williams more than
Yeah.
Sami Zayn versus Trick
Yeah.
Williams. But I think I understand why they did it. I think both Carmelo's huge now. I love Carmelo. Carmelo's a huge face. And
He's
Trick
great.
Williams, my gosh, people love him and his
Yeah.
lemon pepper steppers or whatever they're called. Um, they're both great. And for Sammy to win the belt against Carmelo, not a lot of people like that. So he
Mm-mm.
might be turning heel during this. He's kind of going off into the area where if people don't like you, they might turn you into a bad guy. Which if he does that and he does something dirty during this match, that boosts Trick Williams up even more. That would give him
Hmm.
more face than anything. So, um, I think that might be what they plan to do. I don't know. I think Trick Williams is going to win this match, though. I think he deserves it. He's great. He's been fantastic. But I don't think they wanted him to beat Carmelo to get it. I think it would be a much bigger pop if he beat somebody the crowd didn't want to be champion like Sami Zayn. So I think that might be why he won in the first place. I don't know. I'm curious to hear what you think about this.
Yeah, I think Sammy already is pretty much a villain.
Yeah,
He did dirty to win the title. He did dirty against
right.
Carmelo in the rematch there,
Yeah.
um, and he was all happy and cheery. I mean, I think he's already kind of turned, and they just need to push him the rest of the way now. And
Yeah,
does that happen by beating Trick Williams, or does that happen by Trick Williams beating him and him throwing a little fit?
maybe.
Um, I think they want Trick to have this belt, and he is so much fun. He is
Yeah.
so much fun, and everybody loves him. And they have an opportunity here to really put him over, and I don't think they're going to miss that opportunity. I think they can do a double thing here. You get your big pop for the Trick Williams win. You put him over, then you have the opportunity for Sammy to throw a fit and go full villain. And I think that's what's going to happen. I like lemon pepper stepper.
I agree. All right. Well, let's go on to the next match that is going to be on ESPN2, the ladder match between JD McDonough, Dragon Lee, Penta, Javon Evans, Rey Mysterio, and Rusev. What do you think about this match? Are you looking forward to this match at all?
You mean the best match of the entire weekend? Is that the one
Yeah,
you're
that
talking
one.
about?
Yeah.
This is clearly going to be the best match of the entire weekend. My condolences to whoever has to follow this.
Oh, true.
Too bad for you guys for it's a rough spot to be in because this is a ladder match. It's an automatic
Yeah.
A for me. You can't go wrong with ladder matches. They are the best thing wrestling has. Um, they've gone lucha heavy, and JD is basically lucha too. The only one who's not, and so is Evans. I mean, those
Yeah.
guys are both basically luchas also with their abilities. The only one who's not is Rusev, but he brings the power. He brings the power. He's going to be a nice little change up from all the speed and jumping. You got to have a bruiser in there too. Got to have somebody who can pick up those ladders nice and easy. That's why they put him in there.
Yeah.
And like, we need you to move the ladders around, Rusev. Um, it's going to be the best match of the weekend. I'll tell you right now, this is going to be the best. I mean, if you're wanting entertainment as far as the match goes, some people will be like, oh, no matter what, the Roman CM Punk match will be the best because I love Roman no matter what. He could sit in there and just read the phone book and it's going to be the best match. No, it won't. No, it won't because this is the best match. If you're looking for in-ring entertainment, this is the best you're going to get. It's going to be so hard for anybody to be better than this. I love ladder matches. Can you tell? This is going to be excellent, excellent. And I think, um, as far as who's going to win, let me tell you who's not going to win. I don't think Rusev's going to win. I don't think JD is going to win. And I don't think Dragon Lee is going to win. I think Evans has a shot, but it's a small
Yeah.
percentage. I think this is going to be between Penta and Rey Mysterio. Uh, and
Why are you thinking those two?
I think it's, I don't think they want Penta to drop it yet. I think he's my 60% here, but if he's going to drop it, I could see them wanting Mysterio in there again. I could see it. I could see them wanting to give him a belt again. Um, but I don't think they're gonna. I think he's there just because he's the name and it's WrestleMania. Um, I think this is. Let's put it this way. I'm going to be surprised if Penta doesn't win. This is Penta's to
Yeah.
lose. I'll be surprised if he doesn't win. This is going to be a
Yeah.
blast. This is going to be excellent, but I think he's a very solid favorite here. I'll be surprised if he doesn't win. But man, it's going to be fun.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. I think Penta's got some more mileage on that belt
Yeah.
before he gives it up. Although I'm with you. I could see them giving it to Rey Mysterio because Ray he's getting old and he's not gonna be wrestling forever. And
Mm-mm.
I think I wouldn't be surprised if they pulled a Star Wars and had father versus son for his last match, and that
Yeah.
last match could be for the Intercontinental title. It's what Dom
Hmm.
had before, and to win it and retire his dad would be a fun storyline or somewhere to weird road to travel down. So I could see them doing that. But I don't think they want to take it off Penta this quickly. Um, I guess if they did, this would be a good way to do it. But I'm with you with the whole Penta thing. I think Penta's going to kind of retain here.
But let me
Yeah.
throw this out real quick.
Hmm.
Whenever there's a ladder match, I always say this is a good way for them to take the belt off of the champion without him losing, without him really getting pinned and actually
Right.
losing.
True.
Um, and who says he can't win the belt back like the next day? Last year
Sure.
they had Becky and Lyra win the tag championship belts and lose on Monday. I think it was the next day or it was 2 days later. I can't remember if that was a
Yeah.
Saturday or Sunday, but who says that can't happen? Who says we can't just have a surprise winner here just for the surprise aspect, to surprise everybody, to shock everybody, and it would.
Mhm.
And then you have Pinta rematch him on Monday Night Raw and just win it right back. Who says you can't do
Yeah.
that? What the hell? Why not? That's where you can shock everybody and have Rusev win it. Shock everybody and have
True.
JD win it. You know,
Yeah. I wouldn't be upset if any one of these guys won it.
I wouldn't
Yeah,
either. They're all
yeah,
great. And I like Rusev too. I mean, all the other guys are such high flyers. They're amazing. Anybody
yeah.
watching AAA, you get to see a lot of those guys. You get to see Dragon Lee on AAA a lot. And Evans is there quite a bit, and Penta's been there a little bit lately.
Hmm.
But Rusev's a lot of fun too. As a big bruiser, he's in entertaining matches. This is going to be so much fun. This is going to be so much fun. And I
Yep.
think if they said, "Hey Steve, we want you to be in charge of this match and pick the winner," I'd probably pick like Dragon Lee to win this. It'd be a
Oh yeah,
huge
that'd be cool.
surprise. And then you have Penta versus Dragon Lee Monday Night Raw, the rematch, and just give it back to Penta. And that would be a hell of a match. It'd be fun.
Yeah,
But I don't
yeah.
think
I
they're
think
going to
that'd
do
be
that.
cool.
I think it's going to be Penta.
Yeah, yeah. I agree. All right. Well, let's see what you think about this match. The
Ooh,
two behemoths in Brock Lesnar versus Oba Femi. What do you think? What do you think about this one?
couple things. Couple things.
All
Number
right.
one is, they've been having Obafemi kick his ass week in and week out.
True.
And,
Yep.
it's always a little bit of a foreshadowing. Whoever's getting their ass kicked usually winds up winning the PLE. Um, and I've been thinking all along that that's what's going to happen. I really have. I thought, it's not going to hurt Obafemi to lose to Brock. As long as it's a good match. It's not, he can come back real quick from that. That's not a blemish on your record to lose to Brock Lesnar. But he is getting so much fanfare that this is an opportunity to really put this guy over. I mean, if you're wanting your next dominant guy who's going to be unbeatable for a while, who you don't think anybody can beat, like you're not your next Brock Lesnar type,
Yeah.
you have him win here. You have him
Yeah.
beat Brock Lesnar. And if that's the way you want to go, you have him win here. And I think that might be what they do. I'm going to go with Oba Femi. A week ago, I would have
Yeah.
gone with Brock Lesnar. I'm going with Oba.
Yeah, I understand. I've heard a lot of speculation that Brock's probably going to win because this match is going to be on ESPN2 and people are going to see it that don't usually watch wrestling and they're going to be like, oh, I remember Brock Lesnar and fans of him are going to want him to win or whatever. But I think I don't think that's necessarily the case. I think it would be more impactful if Brock Lesnar lost. I think it'd be impactful if Obafemi squashed Brock Lesnar, like really, really put a beating on Brock Lesnar. That way people are like, whoa, I thought Brock Lesnar was the dominant one. The
Yeah.
casuals come in like, who
And
is
those
this monster that
casuals, yeah.
destroyed Brock Lesnar? Yeah. So I think it'd be smart to have Obafemi win here pretty dominantly. I don't think that'll happen because I mean this match and the latter match are going to run a whole hour, so they're going to have to give this some time.
Are they,
Um,
though? The ladder match could be the 45-minute match, and they could just do like this for 10 or 15
That would
minutes.
be great. I
Yeah.
would be okay with that. Yeah, so I don't know. We'll see, but I think Oba should just squash Brock like Brock squashed John at WrestlePalooza. Um, I think that's the call here because I think, oh man, his stock would just way up if that was the case. He would be the next big thing.
hmm And I
So
think they
yeah,
want his
yeah,
stock up. Yeah, this is an
right,
opportunity here to really skyrocket this guy. Um,
yeah,
I
yeah,
wouldn't
I
be
think so.
surprised if the plan from the get-go was for Brock Lesnar to win, and then as the weeks have gone on, they've changed their mind. I wouldn't be
True.
surprised about that at all. I'm going with Oba. Bum,
Me too.
bum,
Me
bum,
too.
bum, bum.
All right. Well, I think that's all of them except for the very last one, CM
Well,
Punk versus Roman Reigns. And I I'm predicting this one like I'm predicting the AJ Lee Becky Lynch one. Roman's just kind of a part-timer. I don't know if they want to give him that give him that belt back if he's not going to be around, every week wrestling. And Punk he's been around. He's been even if it's just on the mic, he's been to almost every show. And I don't know. I know Roman's a big draw, and that would be a big pop, but there are going to be some shenanigans. This is the last match of the last day of WrestleMania. Something crazy is going to happen. I don't know what that's going to be. I don't know who's going to come back, who's going to return, what the surprises there are going to be. But I think Punk's. I'm leaning towards Punk retaining the title. Well, before I dig in too deep, what are your thoughts? What do you think? Do you
Well,
have any? You leaning towards somebody, or you think
oh,
it's a toss up?
I'm leaning heavily towards somebody.
Okay.
I think the bloodline might be getting back together.
Oh, really?
I think we might see a rejoining of Roman with the Usos and Solo. I think
Oh,
they might get back together.
hmm.
Um, I do because there's a little rift going on with Tama Tonga and the
True.
MFTs.
Yeah.
That might just be, um, a storyline for them. That might be all that is. But it is an opening for Tama Tonga to take over that group if Solo deserts him and goes back with Roman. And the Usos,
True.
it's kind of what I have a feeling the bloodline's coming back and they're going to interfere just like Roman all of his matches because Roman can't win without interference. We all know that. He needs the help. CM Punk
Sure.
doesn't need the help. Roman Reigns needs the help.
Yep.
Um, I think Roman's going to win. I think it's I just have a feeling it's the return of the bloodline and Roman's going to win.
Interesting. Interesting. So you think they're just going to come out and beat up CM
Yeah.
Punk, or
Yeah, I think he'll be
okay?
he'll be about to win and somebody will come out, somebody else will come out, eventually they'll all come out.
Okay. Could be. Could be. I don't know. I think something weird's going to happen. I mean, for it to be the last match, I think they might come out and even turn on Roman.
Now that would be
Some
fun.
of the bloodline.
That would be
Yeah.
funner. Listen to
Well,
Michael, WWE. It's not too late.
I don't know. I don't know because I don't know where they would go after that. But that seems fun. Like they're gonna come out and help Roman, but they just kind of turned on him. I don't know. I don't know which way. I don't know what they're gonna do. I don't know how they're going to make this the closer at all. I don't know. But I'm leaning towards Punk. I'm gonna stick with Punk. And then Roman can have his beef with whoever if they jump him or same thing with CM. Because I think CM Punk's going to go on after this to face Braun Breaker. It's what they planned to do a long time ago. I think they're still going to do that. Um, they're going to have the Braun Breaker feud for the championship because I want Braun to be the champion. Braun deserves it. And then they might even have Braun versus Obafemi one day. God, that would be insane.
Hmm.
So yeah, I'm saying CM Punk.
All right.
Um,
We disagree on a few, but
yeah,
one thing
overall
we're
we
one
agree on a
thing we're
lot of them.
sure about. There's two things that we're sure about. The
Yeah,
demon is not losing,
correct.
and the ladder match is going to be probably the best match of the whole
Probably
weekend.
the best. Yes, agreed, agreed.
And that's it.
Yep.
That's our thoughts on WrestleMania. What do you think about that?
Yeah. Yeah. Take that.
Take that.
Yeah. So this has been Wrestling Insider Gurus.
Wig?
Is that a question?
Yeah, it was a question.
Wig?
It was a question.
Yes. Well, to answer, yes, wig.
Okay, thank you.
Michael rocks those wigs so right. Oh yeah. Calls the winners every fight. Looking sharp, picking champs like a pro. If Michael said it's gold, then that match is sold. Steve, calling every win. Hey. Points at the screen, big grin again. Hey. Crowd goes wild when he says who's next. He gets them right, back to back, no sweat. Hey. Steve nails the call.
Steve's just cool.